We turn now to NewsNation law and justice contributor Jennifer Coffindaffer. She's also a former special agent with the FBI. Jennifer, it's always great to see you. Horrible circumstances, of course. You know, our team is working now to get images of the truck that plowed into this crowd. You've been particularly zeroed in on this vehicle. Why is that?
I've been zeroed in because there's something very unique, and it looks as if an apparatus was put on the back of the truck and forward to actually hoist a GoPro. That's what I'm seeing, basically to video cam everything that happened. And I think this is very significant regarding motive.
So we heard this back and forth initially, the mayor calling this a terror attack, the FBI walking that back, then confirming in a statement, yes, this is in fact an act of terrorism. Let's talk about the qualification for a moment. What makes an event meet that classification?
Well, certainly from a factual standpoint, this was an act of terror. This instilled terror in the citizenry. It was absolutely horrific what happened here. But I think they were looking, meaning the FBI initially when they spoke, they were talking, getting down into the weeds of one aspect that you have to prove, and that is that it would be to motivate either ideological, a political, or religious agenda. So maybe they were walking the line there a bit. But definitely, they are going to investigate this as a terroristic act.
You know, this was on a busy holiday night, the French Corridor, a major American destination. What more do you think could have been done to prevent something like this? You know, we know hundreds of officers were on the ground. There was a security plan in place. Do you think any additional security may have been impractical, or were they working within the confines of their resources?
I think a couple of things that could be added. First of all, I think these cities, when they're hosting these huge events like this, have to put up spike strips, basically to enable a vehicle as it would come through. So in addition to the barriers, I think they need to put up spike strips. Obviously, that can be problematic because pedestrians are walking and you don't want anyone to get hurt. But I think something like this needs to be put in play. And then maybe even at this point, maybe even snipers staged up top of these buildings in case something like this happens. I think that's what's got to happen, Kelly.
You know, at least one suspected improvised explosive device at the scene. What does that tell you, Jennifer?
Oh, this was well planned out. This person knew exactly what they were going to do. I believe they wanted it documented. I believe they were making a statement, definitely to have an IED. My question is, was he capable of making an IED? Actually, you could go on the internet, sadly, and make an IED. But did he have other people involved? And this attack going to happen? Remember, there's three other huge games, or two other huge games. There's three in total today. I think law enforcement is going to have to be on high alert.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that in just a moment, those events upcoming. But first, you know, a former guest had mentioned right now they are investigating this driver, looking through everything, his IDs, records, home, social media accounts. What does that process look like? What is happening right now behind the scenes?
Well, behind the scenes, you have agents working up probable cause affidavits to submit to a judge and to get search warrants for his house, for that vehicle, for any other destinations that he might be affiliated with. And look, they're also going to be interviewing other people. They're also going to have to digitally examine those computers and his phone and devices. But Kelly, this is what I think is interesting. I don't think he hid anything. I think it's going to be all there to be seen. And I make that statement judging from that GoPro that he appeared to have on there. He wants to make a statement. He wanted to be heard, and he gave up his life in what he believed in.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.